must be on if you're going to participate in our Zoom Venturers class. Okay, this, like I said, it extends to Pathfinders, it extends to the kids ministry, the adult ministry. Your camera must be on. Okay, we know that we're going to have a set time every single class schedule that we're going to have the class. So if you know that, for example, at 3 p.m. on the Sabbath, you're going to have adventurers, we encourage the parents to find an appropriate area to which the kids can be at, to which they can concentrate, in which the camera can be at on time. Okay, we have somebody in the back end, typically it's myself or somebody else, that's literally monitoring the whole entire process. Okay, we're monitoring who's coming in through a filter of systems, to which, like today, either with a passcode to get in, and then once you get in with a passcode, you go to a waiting room. And once you're in the waiting room, that person that's behind the screen, we allow that person in. Okay. Once you come into our meeting, everybody has their name and the class that they belong to. Okay. Camera must be on. If the camera's not on, as a host, as the admin team, we ask them to turn on the camera. If for some reason the participant does not want to turn on the camera, we literally kick them out. We take them out of the meeting. Okay. We don't want to risk it. We want to make sure that our kids are protected. We want to make sure that the information that we give them is information that we control, and we want to make sure that they're safe. Okay. So, and it's been, for the grace of God, we have not had any type of issues with this. Okay. So number one, the camera must be on, is non-negotiable. The camera must be on at all times. Okay. Number two, the series of filters that we have is the parents initiate the meeting with the kid, to which the parent renames, make sure that the name belongs to the kid. Okay. If you notice through the participants on here, majority of you guys have your name on here. Okay. But you're gonna get a lot of people that have iPad, that have iPhone, Galaxy X10, have the first name. With us, we want the first name, we want the last name, and we want to make sure we want them to include the class that they belong to. Okay. What this does is it helps us identify the person. Okay. It helps us break them out into the breakout rooms, to which the other girls will explain later on, much faster, more efficient. To which we come in, we do the initial meeting, and boom, the break rooms. Okay. One thing I would tell you is that there's a team behind this whole process. Okay. The director cannot do all this by herself. There's no way. I mean, literally, you need one person behind the scene that's not teaching, but literally just holding the controls. Okay. Administering who has a camera on, who doesn't. There's going to be times to which the kids will literally turn the camera on, okay, and they'll go away and they'll turn it off, thinking that you're not watching, but we are always watching, and we send them a quick reminder to turn it on, and for the grace of God, everybody, they're in agreement to which this is the right thing to do. Okay. At first, it was a roughy start. A lot of kids did not want to have the camera turn on. They were camera shy. They were shy to see themselves. But as time progressed and they knew these were the rules, they're okay with it. Okay. So one thing I would tell you guys is that whenever you're holding these Zoom meetings, what we do is we eliminate the chat feature completely. Okay. What we found is whenever we had that chat feature activated, there was a lot of chatting behind the scene. Okay, so while they were in their breakout rooms, while they were there in their class, the kids were chatting amongst themselves while the teacher was teaching the class. So we flat out eliminated that option. Okay, to which there was no chat whatsoever allowed. Okay, sometimes in some classes we eliminated the virtual background. Okay, not necessarily for these kids. These tend to be a little bit smaller, but on the older kids, we eliminated the virtual background because we didn't want something inappropriate being blasted to the rest. Okay, and a lot of times we stream this through social media, through YouTube, through Facebook, and we have a very large following when it comes to social media through our church. Okay. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna open it up for a brief second. Does anybody have any questions when it comes to the security? Okay. If you have questions throughout the whole process, feel free to raise your hand. Feel free to put it in the chat feature. There's a whole team, if I wish you could see it, that's behind the scene here, trying to extend this knowledge to you guys. Okay. So to kind of recap a little bit, all the meetings are password protected. Okay. And which we change the passwords quite often. Okay. We eliminate the chat feature. We have the waiting room feature. Okay. The cameras must be on. All right. The name has to be placed on the child's name along with the club, the class that they're going to be belonging to. Okay. So we have a lot more information to share with you guys in a short amount of time. But if you guys have any other questions throughout this meeting, please don't hesitate to reach out to us. We'll be more than glad to share this knowledge with you guys. Okay. Yummy.
Thank you so much for such a good information. So if you, he's going to be working in the chat. So if you have any questions, please feel free to write down the questions. He's going to be answering.
There's a couple questions on here.
There are, okay? Come.
You can get the microphone.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, you want to read the questions? Yeah. So there's a couple questions on the chat here. Let me just kind of dive in here. Okay, is there a way to limit the chat for teachers only? No, I mean it's once you open the chat is literally for everyone. Okay, and we tried it. We tried many ways, but unfortunately, the kids were having their own chat. And and there's some of these chats were, and this is for like the older kids. They were kind of veering off course. Okay, is Breakout Room free on Zoom? Okay, typically Breakout Rooms are for the paid subscription. It's relatively cheap. I mean, I think the regular price is $14.99, and I believe the conference negotiated a price with Zoom, to which they're actually even cheaper now. Okay, do we have to pay? Do we have to pay a fee to use Zoom? Yeah, so you have a free option to use Zoom, but that option is limited. To believe it's like 45 minutes. To me, it's $14.99 for the pro version. It's well worth it. You're going to have a lot more security features in that. Okay, let me see here. Let me just go down the list, okay? Okay, I think we're good here on this one. Any other questions that y'all see on y'all end that I'm not seeing here, David?
About the 40-minute limit. Do
Yeah.
you need to do multiple meetings?
Yeah, so it's 40. If you do the free version, it's a 40-minute limit. We have the paid subscription, so which we don't. Literally, our classes start on time and end on time. So it's well worth the money that we invest. And one thing I will tell you is this, okay? Do not, okay, promote that Zoom link on social media. Okay, this is very, very important. Okay, trust me, we've done hundreds of meetings, okay, across all these ministries through our church. I mean, hundreds, and we're close to part of the thousands of meetings, okay? And I've been behind the scene of a majority of these meetings. And what I notice is that the times that we've had people try to hack into our account is whenever the church promoted the Zoom meeting through social media, okay? But thank God they never were able to filter through our process. We were easily be able to pinpoint these individuals that were trying to hack into the meeting, and we just wouldn't let them in. Okay, so please don't do it. Share that link with the people that you know that belong into that class. To us, it's almost like you want to be part of this class. Great, we'll welcome you. But let me ask you a couple questions. Okay, who are you? Okay, where do you live? Kind of almost like a mini interview to see who this person is and see if they have good intentions. Okay, and this is, like I said, we have people that connect with us from different parts of the world. We literally have people that connect from South America, Central America. We have this lady that connects from us from Europe. And their kids. I mean, it's awesome the power that the power of Zoom and what it's able to capture. Okay. Any other questions? I think we're good. You see any questions that I may have missed, guys? Okay. What if a child's camera is not working? The camera has to work. I mean, we have never had an issue. If you have a cell phone, the camera works. If you have a laptop, maybe it doesn't work, but I mean, we have not had an issue with a camera not working for the child. And then on the behind the scene, if for some reason it's not working, normally the parents will call us, hey, the camera's not working. I'll say, we'll make an exception for that one time with the intentions to which we can talk to the parents after the meeting to address that technical concern and have that camera working for the future meetings. Okay. That's a very good question. Okay, cool. I think we're good. If you have any other questions, please let me know. I guess we can put this here.
Thank you so much, Mario, for such a good information. So let me share you some ideas of how we did an adventure class. Okay. So when we start, we usually have, first of all, you have to have very good communication with the parents, build a relationship with the kids, communicate to the parents throughout the week. If you can make a group. It could be in Messenger, or it can be through WhatsApp, or it can any other platform that you would like to use. So throughout that group, that's where we send the Zoom ID with the password code. So our meetings are usually with password. We don't leave it open to anybody to join. And just like Mario said, we usually only post on social media, hey, we have meetings every Sunday, every Saturday, but please send us a private message so we can send you the information. So now I'm gonna share you what we're gonna be using in this upcoming year. As you can see, we have created a Bitmoji classroom. We have the logo, we have our pledge, we have the pledge, the song, the law, and just like any other meetings, when you start, make sure the host has to be connected at least 10 minutes prior to the meeting. You don't want the kids to be waiting for the host to come in. Same with the staff. Make sure they have logged into Zoom at least 5 minutes. So when you start, you can do a worship. It could be, make sure the songs that you're using or the activities that you want to use, they require movements. They require physical movements. You don't want the kids to be sitting down the whole time. Remember, this is what we do now every day. So the kids have to be sitting down for 5 days. For school, you have to do something different so they can be motivated, so they can join the adventure club. What we have done, we have created this link where we have our song for the adventure. I copied this link. I had copied this link from the HBA Prize. It's in YouTube. It's completely free. And let me see. Let me go back here. We have the pledge and the law. We have copied the link from the clubs from the North American division. So just like you do in an e-meeting, in-person meeting, you do the pledge, you do the law, you do your song. And also what's also very important and something that we also do in person is the devotional. So now I have invited Aksara. She's gonna give you a tip of how to do a in-person, virtual devotional.
Hello, everybody. I'm so glad to be with you another Saturday, and it's adventurers time. Woohoo! All right, guys, you know what? Today, I'm gonna be talking about camouflage. Camouflage. Yes, thumbs up if you have heard the word camouflage. Thumbs up. If you haven't heard it, thumbs down. Hopefully everybody heard that word. You know what? God gave the ability to some animals to camouflage. And when they camouflage, they blend in with their environment. That is awesome. So they hide from their prey, from their hunters. They don't become a prey, they hide from their hunters. So these animals can camouflage, and I want to play a game with you. Are you ready? Okay, so this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna hold your hands close to your chest, and I'm gonna show you a picture. As soon as you identify or spot the animal that is camouflage is blended in the picture, I want you to shout out its name. All right, so let's practice. If you see a butterfly, you're gonna go, oh, butterfly! You ready? That one, ready? That is yes, it's snow rabbit. Check this one. Oh, you got it? Yes, it is a lizard. Next one. Oh, I don't like this one. But it's a spider. We have one more. Yes, that is an awesome octopus. And God did all this. He said, these animals will be an easy prey. So let's give them the ability to camouflage. But you know what? I cannot camouflage, can you? No. God gave something special to us. He said, do not blend in, do not camouflage, be the light. You have to shine on. Everybody needs to see you. So how I'm gonna get protected if everybody's gonna see me? I'm gonna be an easy prey. No. God said, I'm gonna give you an armor. And this is a special armor. And you're gonna wear it and you're gonna be protected. You wanna know what the armor is? That's what we're gonna be studying the next Saturdays. So please, next Saturday, join in because we're gonna start with the first part of the armor that we're gonna be wearing, right? You ready? Let's pray. God, we thank you because you always protect us and you see for ways for us to be safe and to be with you. Thank you for thinking of everything and help us to shine on. In Jesus' name we pray, amen. Bye guys, see you next Saturday.
Amen. As you can see, it was short, sweet, and it delivered a message. Be the light. Not only that, she engaged everyone for the next meeting. She's going to be talking about the armor of God. How many pieces make an armor of God? See, you have 7 different pieces. So that means 7 different meetings where you can have a topic. So the kids are already ready and they're going to be engaged. They're going to be motivated. They're going to want to be on time so they can join the meeting. So now let's give you an example of what you can do for an icebreaker or a game. We're going to give the opportunity to the assistivas.
Hi, good afternoon.
Hello.
We're happy that you guys are joining us. So now we're going to be talking a little about icebreakers, games, and activities that we can do with the kids. As we were mentioning earlier, Jamie was saying that we want to do some physical activities with them. We don't want them to just be sitting down. We want them to play, to jump up and down, to laugh. That's what kids like. That's what they enjoy a lot. So one of the things that is very, very important is that whenever we're going to do these activities, that the staff members, that all the adults, that they also join in. The kids don't want to see you just sitting down and looking at your computer and that they're the only participating. We want to be participating with them so that they can get excited and they can join in. So with that in mind, let's do some physical activities. Let's everybody stand up. Let's do something. Let's jump a little. And I think that's going to get our blood rushing and pay attention more. So how about we start doing some jumping jacks? What do you think, David?
All right, but we gotta follow Mario's advice, and we can see some of the cameras that are not on. So go ahead and turn on your camera. Let's lead by example, and you're gonna lead us with the jumping jacks, and we can see all of you. So if you don't have your camera on, make sure that you turn it on right now.
Okay, so let's start some jumping jacks. Whoa, come on, everybody join in.
There you go.
Okay. All right. How about we hop in our right foot? Ready?
All right.
Let's jump. Let's hop.
Let's see.
Let's do it for 10 seconds.
I see Hugo is not jumping.
Come on, Hugo, join
Who's there? Jamie. There you go. Jamie's jumping. There you go. One leg.
All right. Okay. How about we run in place?
All
Kids
right.
like to run. So whoever can run the fastest, all right? 1, 2, 3, go! Go, go, go! Run, kids, run! All right! Very good.
All right.
Okay. So how about now we do some, okay, next activity.
We're all
So
out of breath.
You guys get the idea. We want to get them moving. We want to get them jumping, and they will really enjoy that. And again, it's important for you guys to join in. So another activity that we can do with the kids for some icebreakers and games is how about we try a scavenger hunt. Kids can go around their house. They can look for different items. So we want you guys to join in too. We're going to give you a few items and we're going to see who can go and find them first. How about we go and find some colorful socks?
Colorful socks.
Who can find some colorful socks?
All right, we're in a studio, so we don't have any colorful socks here, but let's see. I'm going to see in the camera. Oh, we have Irene Tirab. She found some colorful socks. So that was, Tiara
very
too.
Good.
Oh, man, that was a lot of winners really quick.
That's good. Very good job.
You want to do another one?
How about we go and find some toothpaste? Who can get a toothpaste?
Let's see who is the first one. And raise your hand when you're the first one. Oh, we got somebody.
Yes, we have some people who
Ciara
did it.
again. All right.
Good job. How
A
about
harder
a
one.
musical instrument?
A musical instrument.
Who can get a musical instrument?
Your voice doesn't count. Let's see. Hey, ukulele.
Lorena.
There you go.
We see your instrument. Very good. Okay, so that will get kids laughing. They'll do some nice competition among them. They'll be, having a good time. And that's what we want them, to engage them when they're having some physical activity, laughing. So those are all activities that we can try. Another activity that we can try is some I Spy game. We can share a screen and have different items, and we can kind of walk them through the annotation feature in Zoom, that they can kind of draw a circle along the item that you mentioned. And we actually had a PowerPoint here that we wanted to share with you guys, so we could try that. The virtual classroom.
Let's see, share. Where's my virtual? This one? Okay. So let's see. Can you guys see the screen? Okay.
All right, so let's go back to the virtual classroom that we were showing you guys.
There we go.
And here we actually put the slideshow that we were talking to you guys. And here is one of the I Spy images. So if you guys go to the top, it's very easy. You can kind of walk the adventurers to do this. Even if they're little, they could be able to do it. And you can kind of pinpoint some items and see who can find it first. So how about we try to find a bicycle in this image?
So remember, all you have to do is view options. There you go. We have a lot of people that are already making circles.
All right, good job.
And again, if you don't know how to do it, just click view options, annotate, and then you should be able to draw a pencil, and it will actually tell you who was the first person that drew it. So, all right, let's do another one. See who can find.
How about a tomato? Who can find a tomato?
All right, these are too easy. Let's go to the next one.
You guys are good. You guys are really good.
Let's see. All right, so now we need to erase everything. And there you go. So let's erase.
Oh, you guys are already jumping ahead. You already found that. Let's find this person, that little person on the corner that's wearing like a white shirt with green stripes.
All right. Oh.
Yes, there you go. San Juanita, Hugo, Rene, you guys all found it. Good job. So this is another game that we can do with the kids. You guys can take as long or as short as you want, have a few activities, have maybe just one. And now another game that we can do with the kids that they probably will enjoy is maybe just showing them a few letters, and then they can come up like, maybe you can say a fruit that starts with D, or a city that starts with D. We have a P here. Then you can say maybe another city or a person's name. So you can just kind of get creative, and the kids will, if they see that you're excited and that you're participating, that encourages them, that motivates them, and then they'll most likely want to join in as well. We can also do a mystery bag. You can have an item in here and you can start describing it until a person guesses what it is. Maybe you can encourage them with giving them like little prizes next time you see them, like little stuff, maybe a piece of candy or just, something that motivates them to participate. And we have a few more other ideas that we'd like to share with you guys for games and icebreakers that you can do with the kids. Another game that we can do is Who Am I? So maybe we can pick a Bible character, choose 3-4 questions, and then you can kind of lead them along in guessing who this Bible character is. We can do science experiments. We're actually going to try to do that with the kids when we start this adventure series again. We can try some science experiments. We can do cooking activities. Kids like to get their hands on stuff. They like to kind of maybe get messy. So that's something they're going to enjoy. Look for something simple that they can do at home, that the supplies are at hand, that they can find easily. And they'll most likely like to, get a little messy at home with their parents. Another thing that has become very popular right now are virtual field trips. You can find this very easily online. And here we have some links that you can kind of get some ideas from. You can take the kids to the zoo, to a museum, to a farm. So many places that you can take them to right from their own living room. And this will be something different for them to try. So we just kind of have to get a little more creative with games to do with them. But the kids, at the end of the day, they enjoy most of the things that we present to them. If we get excited and we show it to them that we want to participate, they will also follow along. So let's get creative and try to engage our kids. So even if they're far away, we don't disconnect from them. And now I think we're ready for the next part.
Unless there's any questions. If not, we'll get going.
Bye. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. If you guys need any of these PowerPoint that could be resources or that could be helpful for you, please feel free to send us a message. I know Mario is working on replying on those messages. He can send you the link. So we try to keep our meeting short, sweet, and to have different people talking to the kids. Make sure to keep in mind, the kids only get engaged for the first 15 minutes. You have to have movement. You have to have physical. You have to talk to them differently. So now I'm going to show you what we do when we do a breakout room. You might wonder, what is a breakout room? It's when we decide to divide the classes into little lamps, eagle beavers, zombie, builders, helping hands. So now we're going to ask Mario again to come to the front so he can show you how to do a breakout room.
Hey guys, we're having a little bit of technical difficulties on our end as far as showing you the breakout room. What I did is actually I posted a YouTube video from Zoom explaining you step by step how to do a breakout room. Okay, breakout room, my understanding is with the paid subscription of Zoom. It's basically just to sum it up. Okay, everybody comes into one main room. For example, if we have a room here, okay, and if we wanted to unfortunately, we won't be able to. Okay, because I'm not the host, I won't be able to do the breakout room on this meeting right here. Okay, the main host is the only one that has control to do the breakout room. Okay, and what the breakout room is we subdivide the class into different classes. Okay, the host is able to place each individual kid to their corresponding class. You as a host, you can designate a time limit as far as how long that class is going to last. It could be 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, or so on. Okay, you can manually close every single room. To which when he closes a room, what it does is it terminates that room, and it allows the kids that are in that breakout room certain amount of seconds to come back to the main room. Okay, I wanted to show you guys how, or maybe we can break you guys in the rooms, but unfortunately, I need to be the host to do that. But you can always go to the chat feature, and you'll be able to see the link to which is a YouTube video. It's a 3-minute video, very informative on how to do breakout rooms. Okay, it's a really simple tool. It's a useful tool that our kids enjoy. The first couple of times, they're like anything else. They're trying to get used to it. Once they got used to it, it was a breeze. They knew exactly what to do. Okay, let me see if there's any questions. Yami, you see any questions on your end?
I'm going to be sending the email, and they can send me an email, and I'll be more than happy to share the PowerPoint.
Yeah.
We don't have it on this computer. We have it on the other computer.
Okay, cool. Excellent. So I'll tell you what, part of the best thing to do is if they can email you, Yami, and because once we close this meeting, all this chat is just it's gonna erase. Okay, so if you can, Yami's gonna post her email. Okay, it's on the chat. Go ahead and copy that email. Send her an email real quick. Say, hey, Yami, please send me the PowerPoint, and we'll be more than glad to manually send it to each individual on there. Okay. Any questions? I mean, this is kind of vague as far as the breakout room, and I want to just kind of show you the video on YouTube. It's a 3-minute video. You can watch it on your own time and so forth. Okay. Yami, what do we? Let me see here. I'm trying to ask for the host permission.
Well, maybe you can do an example of 2 rooms so that you have the feeling of that you have 2 rooms.
Yeah. The issue that we're having right now is that I'm not the host. I'm the co-host, and it's you got to have the that feature on here. Okay. No, it's fine. Okay, cool. I'll repost the video in case it was buried amongst other chat on there, so you guys can watch the breakout room. Okay.
Okay, thank you so much. So once we're done with the first part of the devotion, we're ready to do it through Breakout Rooms. I want to give you now an example of what a class look like. We're going to have 2 different samples, one with hands-on and another one which is more theoretical with a slideshow. We're going to invite Merari.
Hola, ¿cómo están?
Hi, good afternoon. How are you?
Espero que todos estén muy bien y la verdad es que nos hemos divertido mucho esta tarde.
So how many of you guys are having a lot of fun?
La verdad es que hemos estado muy activos, pero ahora vamos a empezar con nuestra clase.
I know we'll be having a lot of physical activities, but now we need to start and focus on our class.
Y les quiero preguntar cómo han estado esta semana, qué tal les ha ido hoy.
So like she's doing now, she's asking the kids, how was the week? How you feeling? That's all. It's a key. It's a way for you to engage the kids, to connect with the kids. Always ask them by their names, how they're feeling, what's their favorite hobbies, etc.
Sí, es muy importante los primeros 2 minutos estar atentos a cómo están ellos, cómo se ven, preguntarles por la semana para que ya el chip de que están en el club con todos sus compañeros se cambie.
It's very important for the first 2 minutes for you to ask questions of how they're feeling. And so that chip is already in their brain and they're already connected to the class.
Sí, y así ya ellos están en su mente que es un tiempo especial para ellos, solamente para ellos.
So now they're mentally ready, so it's a connection just for them. It's a time only for them.
Entonces, hoy vamos a ver cómo se ve una clase, es la clase de universo.
So now we're going to see how to teach a class. She's going to be talking about the patch universe.
Y vamos a empezar a compartir la pantalla para que ustedes puedan ver la presentación.
And we're going to share the screen so you can see the presentation. Okay, sorry about that. I'm going to exit.
Bueno, como ahorita que veamos la presentación, vamos a ver que vamos a tratar de ponerla en 3 partes.
Okay, so we're having some technical difficulties. So please pray so we can go back. If you don't mind for one moment, I'm gonna stop sharing and I'm gonna log into my email. It's okay. Bueno, me tengo que- Vale. Okay, Google Drive. Understand. Google Drive. Share with me. Okay. No, it's not here. Oh, here it is. Sorry about the difficulties. Okay, we should be able to share the screen now. Just give me 1 second. It's not there. Okay, here it is. Okay, let me know. Are you able to see my screen? It's good. Okay. Let me move this down. Sorry about that.
Y no se preocupen si esto puede pasarles a ustedes en clase.
So no worry, this happens in actually real class.
Entonces, tenemos que seguir platicando con los niños, estar interactivos para que no se vayan a perder y desconectarse.
So just keep talking to the kids. Keep the class interactive. If in person we have difficulties, imagine it virtual.
Entonces, esta va a ser la clase que vamos a ver y quiero que pongan atención en que la mayoría va a ser puras imágenes.
So this is going to be the class. If you slightly pay attention, all the slides, the majority of the images are slides.
Entonces, la clase se llama El Universo en Nosotros.
The class is called Universe and Us.
¿Y qué es el universo? ¿Qué es lo primero que se nos viene a la mente cuando escuchamos universo?
So what's the first thing in mind when you think about the universe? You can please send this message through the chat. So what do you think? What comes to your mind when you think about the universe?
Muy bien, el universo es algo gigante y podemos explicar y explorar varias cosas que en él se encuentran, como el sol.
So as you know, the universe is giant. There's so many things that make the universe. We have the sun,
planetas,
Planets.
galaxias.
Galaxies.
Y en la clase lo que vamos a hacer es ver o explorar el universo por medio de imágenes.
So we're going to explore the class by images.
Como lo vemos aquí, cuando tenemos texto que poner, vamos a hacer que sea muy poquito y palabras claves.
So when you use a biblical text or any type of text, make sure it's small and brief.
Y vamos a tratar de buscar imágenes, no las primeras que encontremos, sino imágenes de buena calidad que le llamen la atención a los niños.
So when you're looking for images, make sure you don't pick the first one you find. Look for images that are attractive for kids.
Entonces, como vemos aquí, vamos a ver el sol, la luna,
So we have the sun, the
constelaciones.
moon, constellations.
Y las nebulosas, sistema solar.
Nebulas, solar system.
Pero lo
Milky Way.
especial va a ser que, como lo ven aquí, es pura imagen.
So what's so special is because mainly they're images.
Entonces, nosotros como maestros tenemos que investigar la teoría
As a teacher, you have to investigate the theoretical
para que solamente pongamos imágenes y mientras los niños ven las imágenes,
so that way you only post images and meanwhile the kids are watching the images.
nosotros estamos hablando e interactuando con ellos.
So the teacher can talk and interact with the kids.
Entonces, eso me lleva a los 3 pasos que yo sigo para hacer la clase.
So that takes me to 3 steps that I do to teach a class.
El primero es la información,
First of all, it has to be informative.
la interactividad
Second of all, it has to be interactive.
y la actividad.
And third, is activity.
Entonces, la primera va a ser la información, lo que nosotros queremos que el niño aprenda, pero ¿cómo lo vamos a hacer? Lo vamos a hacer didáctico.
So first of all, you deliver the information and make sure you do it dynamic.
Y eso lo vamos a hacer con imágenes, videos cortos, no más de 30 segundos, porque el niño se va a perder.
You can do that with images and video. Make sure the videos are not longer than 30 seconds, because otherwise you lose the kid.
Entonces, después de eso, vamos a estar interactuando con los niños al mismo tiempo que estamos dando la información.
Then you're going to interact with the kids at the same time you're showing the images and you're delivering the information.
Y a ese mismo tiempo, los niños van a sentir que es una conversación en vez de una clase.
And the kids are going to feel special because they're going to feel that it's more like a conversation than a class.
Entonces, después de que estamos interactuando la clase, vamos a tratar de variar, que no sea lo mismo cada clase.
Make sure every time you do a class, vary. You have to vary. Every week it cannot be a PowerPoint. Do hands-on, do activities, do crafts.
Podemos hacer videos, actividades físicas. Esto es lo que hicimos en la especialidad del universo.
Should I stop so they can see? Can they see Menari maybe? No, let me stop sharing maybe for a moment. To see? This is the activity that she did for her class.
Que puede ser física, pero es importante que nosotros lo dividamos en pasos para que a los niños se les haga más fácil.
It can be physical, but make sure you do it in steps so it can be easier for the kids. And you can use items that are easy to find at home.
Sí, una semana antes tener nuestra clase para también que ellos puedan tener los materiales.
Make sure you have your class ready a week before and notify the parents of the materials they're going to be using.
Y la clase, lo especial debería de ser no durar más de 25 minutos junto ya con la actividad.
And make sure that the class is no longer than 25 minutes with the activity.
Entonces, hay muchas cosas que podemos hacer. Creo que ustedes tienen mucha creatividad y que lo pueden hacer mejor las ideas que ya les hemos dado.
I know you guys are so creative. There's so many things you can use and ¿qué cosas, qué plataformas usas tú para buscar tus actividades?
Bueno, por ejemplo, yo lo que uso es buscar imágenes, busco diferentes imágenes, uso imágenes de niños también para que se sientan relacionados con eso.
So what she usually looks for a lot of images and looks for images that are that can catch the kids' mind. There's so many free websites or free apps that you can use like Pinterest, Google, so many.
Y lo especial es que podemos hacer las actividades físicas en línea, diferentes cada
And what's
cada
important is
reunión.
that you can use physical, in-line, and just keep doing something different.
Si tienen alguna duda o si quieren que les mandemos la presentación, con Yami se pueden contactar y nosotros con gusto.
And like we said before, if you have any questions, please feel free to send us the message. And I have attached my email. I know Mario is working on that, and I'll be more than happy to share the PowerPoint. Thank you. So now we're going to have another sample of a class. I'm going to invite Suli. She's going to show us how to do a class with the hands-on. How are we doing with time? Okay, we have 8 minutes left. Oh, bueno. But she's going to share, since we only have 8 minutes left, we want to make it short. But the key, she wants to talk us about communication.
Hola, ¿qué tal? Es un gusto verles.
Hi, good afternoon. We're so happy to see you.
Me gustaría que me regalaran una sonrisa. ¿Y dónde están?
I would like to see your beautiful smile.
¿Cómo la han pasado este día?
So how are you feeling today?
Hoy vamos a hablar de algo muy, pero muy importante.
Today we're going to talk about something very, very important.
Primordial, esencial.
Essential.
Y esto va a lograr
And this is going to
los objetivos
and this going to be objectives
para que nuestro club
for our club,
pueda tener éxito.
so our club can be successful.
Y es que diariamente nosotros nos comunicamos.
Because daily we communicate,
Y el punto es la comunicación.
and the key for our club to work is the communication.
Cuando nos levantamos, nos comunicamos.
When we wake up, what do we do first? We talk, we communicate.
Cuando vamos al trabajo, nos comunicamos.
What do you do when you go to work? You communicate.
Cuando estamos con nuestros niños, nos comunicamos.
When we're with our kids, we also talk, we communicate.
Cuando vamos a la cama, terminamos comunicándonos.
When we go to bed, what do? We communicate with God.
La pregunta es, ¿cómo es nuestra comunicación?
Our question is, how can my communication work?
¿Es rica o es pobre?
Is it rich or is it poor?
Hay 4 puntos importantes que engloban la comunicación.
There are 4 different keys that can make a communication successful.
El control,
Control,
la motivación,
motivation,
el deseo de transmitir las ideas claras
the desire to deliver the ideas clearly,
y la organización.
and organization.
Quiero ser muy sencilla y muy práctica para que ustedes puedan abrazar la idea.
I want to be very simple and practical so you can get the idea.
La comunicación tiene que ser estimulada.
The communication has to be a stimulus in communication stimulus.
Hay una gran diferencia en que nosotros podamos dar un mensaje simple. Por ejemplo, los espero a las 6 p.m.
The way you deliver communication, it can sound different. For example, I see you at 6 p.m.
O hacer un mensaje mucho más adornado
Make a nicer message
y poder enviar ese mismo mensaje por 6 medios.
and send the same message for 6 different platforms.
Y quiero contarles un secreto.
And let me give you a secret.
Mi directora no está acá.
Her director's not here.
Pero si ella tuviera 1500 plataformas,
But if she will have 1,500 platforms,
utilizaría esas 1500 plataformas para hacerme llegar un mensaje.
she will use all those platforms to deliver me the message.
Eso ha sido muy gratificante para mí
That has been very tough for me
y para todo el staff.
and for all the staff.
Quiero decirles
I want to tell you,
que la comunicación es básica
the communication has to be basic
en toda relación
in everything, all type of relationship,
y especialmente en un grupo.
and especially in a group.
Eso nos hace crecer
That's going to make us grow,
y también nos hace cumplir
and also it's going to make us do
todos los objetivos que nosotros deseamos.
all the objectives that we want to deliver.
En otras palabras, si no hay comunicación, no hay
in,
nada.
In other words, if we don't have communication, we don't have anything.
Y si hay una comunicación estimulada, clara y precisa,
And we have a communication that stimulates that it's simple, clear,
y
specific,
precisa,
and
ustedes van a tener éxito en todo lo que ustedes deseen.
you're going to be successful in everything you do.
Bueno, fue un placer verles
So it was nice seeing you. Sorry we couldn't do the hands-on due to time.
y que pasen una bonita tarde.
Have a wonderful afternoon. So now I'm going to share, I'm not a teacher. My profession is not to be a teacher, but I do have a teacher next to me, Aksara. Yes. And she's going to share some of the things as a teacher, some of the do's and the don'ts. Okay, let me share the screen. But the majority is, I think, the only teacher that we have in the staff is Aksara. Everyone else have a heart of a teacher.
Which is better most of the time. ¿Puedes ponerme la presentación, please?
Dale.
All right. So I know we're running out of time.
Here,
The
no?
first thing that we have is our Google Classroom, the virtual classroom. The girls created this for the adventurers, and it's easy because it helps you to be organized and to have everything in one page. So as you see, when you hover your mouse over the images, they have a hyperlink that links you to whatever you want to put in it. So if you are not a tech person, like I am, I'm not a tech person, and you want to learn how to do something that it will help you a lot, this is one of the things that you should invest your time with. It's Google, it's a Google slide.
Is it free?
It is for free.
It's completely free.
And YouTube has the most amazing tutorial to do this. It will take you 15,
I learned within 2 minutes, I think. It
Yeah.
was so fun.
it will take you like 15 minutes to have all the pictures and to create it. And then everything that you need to start your meetings will be in here. You have, like here we have the el himno,
The song.
we have the el voto y la ley, and we have a link to each of the classes workbooks. We have the Bible. We have the especialidades,
The patches,
The patches,
the
yes.
honors.
the honors, and we have the link to our church.
We also have a
and-
link to register. So
and
if you're
this
interested in
QR
registering in the club.
Yes, this QR code we send it, and the parents with just a click, it takes them to the registration, and they just fill out the registration, and it's easy for us. It keeps us organized, and it's very effective.
And we have also the Zoom meeting rules that Mario was talking about.
If you click on, we're gonna share this with you.
Whoops,
Well,
my
no,
bad. No. It's
but
mine.
if you request us Jamilet's email, we're gonna send it to you. I want to share this with you. Let me see if it's in here. Oh, no, that's a church. It's here. Okay, no.
Okay,
Let
so
me
you can go
see.
to my Google. Okay, let's go to my
On your share,
let me
right?
share. Okay. Oh, right there.
Here. All right. We should have this hyperlink.
Yes,
Just
very important.
All right. So let me present to you this. Okay, so we have a few things that we would like to go over really, really fast. Instructors, do's and don'ts. This is very simple. I won't read it to you because we're gonna send this to you. You can read it, but I want to show you this, and you're gonna go crazy and say, "But Mario said something, and you're saying something different." Here, it says, don't take screenshots of adventurers unless the parents sign a consentment. You don't want to be in trouble. Do not post them either in social media if you don't have that paper signed by their parents. Okay. But this is the one that is going to be, Mario's going to kill me. No, he's not. It says, force an adventurer to turn on the video camera. Yes, they have to have the video cameras on. But now that we're going virtual, like in our church, we have adventurers now from USA. They're from other countries. And we have found out that some of them feel a little bit ashamed for what their surroundings are like. So to be safe, please play the, let's take attendance. I need to see your face at least for a minute. And let that kid turn on their camera and you can see their face. And then if they prefer, they feel safer not showing where they are at, well, we understand that. Sometimes there are a lot of people in their houses. Sometimes there's a lot of things going on. Every child is a world. So be mindful of that. Yes, if you're part of our club and you're part of our church, you have to have your camera on. If you're joining from another place and we don't know you, we want to see your face. And then we understand some things.
You can turn off your camera.
Yeah, you can turn off your camera. It's a special case. Now, not everybody's gonna have their camera, so it's a special case. So just be mindful of that. And for the kids, we're gonna share the same rules, what you do, what you don't, like do not eat while you're with a computer. I mean, the basic things, you know, wear your uniform, raise your hand, just like if you're in the face-to-face, and things to consider. Now the latest research says that since you are in Zoom, it's already a meeting, the kids won't last paying attention. They won't be engaged for another video inside the Zoom video for 5 minutes, longer than 5 minutes. So if you're sharing something, be mindful that make it short, less than 5 minutes, because if not, we're gonna lose them. And since when we share a video, we lose sight of them. We cannot see them. And they know that, and they're smart. So be mindful of that. The Zoom meeting should be longer than 40 minutes for these ages. And engagement, you see how every teacher tried to engage with the kids to ask them to do something. With engagement, we have a more participation for kids. They will be more likely to connect to the next meeting. They will be more likely to learn what we're teaching. And this is something that Merarity is a social emotional activity that 2 minutes when we start, we always check. It's a social emotional check-in. How are you?
Very important.
How was your week? Let me know. And if you notice something, we're gonna share with you some links. If you notice something, just make a note and at the end say, hey, so-and-so, can you stay with me? I wanna ask you something. And let's be mindful of that. Plus this one, 2 minutes at the closing time for them to chit chat. I mean, they miss their friends and they don't have a chance to talk with each other and to see each other. So let them be silly at the end for 2 minutes. Let them have fun. Copyrights, internet, and everything and it's in the palm of our hands, right? It's so close. But the section 107 says if you use an image for teaching and you're not making a profit out of it, you're fine. Here is a link when they share this. There's a hyperlink right here. Go and read the whole section, yeah. So you have more idea. And this is the page that we like. These are our resources.
We love it.
If you click here in Adventurer sign, it will take you to the North American Division Adventurer page. Mentimeter, I love it, and you will love it too. Mentimeter is a pool, and it's questions, and you create it. You can create. Do you want to?
Yeah, go ahead. Do we have a little bit of time?
No, we don't.
Oh, no, we don't.
Okay.
I'm sorry, we don't have
when
time.
You have this, open each one. Mentimeter. It will give you the possibility to ask questions and the students or the adventurers to answer, and you can see how they're answering. They have graphs and they can see their names, and it's very interactive. Show Me is like a whiteboard, and you put in, they can collaborate with you. You can show pictures, they can circle, they can cross out at the end of the lesson to show what they learned. Quizlet is makes a quiz. Kahoot, you have used it, is also to ask questions. Google Slide, you can put every picture of whatever you're working with and send it, use it as a background, and then make text box on top, and they can answer and type and do everything like it was a real book. And Whisk Online is everything here
Super
is for
fun.
free.
Whisk Online is super awesome.
It is awesome. You can make matching games. You can make a lot of the memory games, a lot of games with them, and you can create it, putting in whatever it is that you were doing in that lesson and you want them
Is
to
there
play
a
and to
cost
review.
to any of these resources?
Everything here is for free.
Okay.
So
Limited. It might be some
some limitations,
but it's helpful for a class.
yes. So if you requested Jami's email, you're gonna have this presentation with the hyperlinks to all those things. And we hope that this helped you. I mean, this team has been working very, very hard. And I don't know if they told you, but we had 90 to 95% of attendance in every meeting since May. So that's amazing. The kids were really, really engaged.
Yes, we've been very blessed, and we're not gonna lie, our right hand has been our pastor and the family during this quarantine. And do we have meetings? We probably have meetings almost every day or weekly. We fail something, but we bring new ideas. We go up again, we get up and try again. We're not perfect. We're learning as we're going. So these were some of the ideas that Houston and Northwest Centurions have used for the past few months. I hope they're helpful. It was nice seeing you guys. Blessings. I think we have questions and answers, but I know the next person needs to come in. At 3 p.m. they have somebody else. It's already 3:05. I apologize.
They're asking, are you going to share the Bitmoji drive?
Can we Bitmoji Drive?
Yes.
We can share something.
Yes, the Bitmoji we can share with you. You won't be able to alternate anything in it. You can click and use the hyperlinks. But it's easy. Watch a video on YouTube, put virtual classroom tutorial, and in 15 minutes you have it ready.
So they can use that as an example?
Yes.
Okay, you send us
You
an
can
example.
send us as an example. You're gonna click, it's gonna take you to the hyperlinks, but it won't let you change anything in it.
Because we're getting ready to start in 2 weeks. So our club is going to start on the 12th. So we're having a virtual class ready. So we'll be more than happy, like I said, to share it, but you won't be able to make any changes. Well, thank you so much. Well, hugs. What else? See you soon.